Hi, this is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. Today we're taking a look at Dark Horse Comics' Black Hammer. This is a comic written by Jeff Lemire, drawn by Dean Ormston, and colored by the wonderful Dave Stewart. Dave Stewart's one of my favorite colorists. He just brings like a simplistic, not simplistic, but just a, I don't know, simple, wonderful, understated. That's the word I'm looking for. An understated color scheme. And this, what they're going for, is like an old timey comic that looks weathered with age. You know, goofing with the Kirby crackle. And who are these superheroes? Well, first off, how did I hear about this comic? I heard about it from Jeff Lemire because I picked up Stray Bullets. I've been hearing about Stray Bullets. So I bought a run of Stray Bullets on eBay, and then it was just wonderful. And then I just kept with it. Just a wonderful comic. So I'm at the point where anything with Jeff Lemire's name as a writer, just pick it up. So I knew nothing about this. Whenever I know that I'm going to buy the comic, I don't read any reviews, because reviews are always filled with spoiler stuff. So this just took me by surprise, and it was so good. Okay, so let's take a look. Here's the Indicia 2016. So it's not too far away. And here's the little blurb. They were the greatest heroes of a lost era. Golden Age crime buster Abraham Slam, interstellar adventurer Colonel Weird, and his robot sidekick Talkie Walkie, Barbalian, that's such a great name, Warlord from Mars, Golden Gal, America's super sweetheart, Madame Dragonfly, mistress of the macabre, and Black Hammer, the invincible champion of the streets. But the age of heroes has passed. Okay, see, not a splash page, but we got the 9-panel box made famous by the Alan Moore's Watchmen with Dave Gibbons. So here, this is Abraham Slam, and he's just on a farm. So, you know, I just thought it was like his secret identity, and he was like a Superman, Clark Kent, Smallville kind of thing. But see, here he is, and that's Golden Gail, and here she is with makeup, smoking cigarettes, flying away. Like, what's going on? Little girl flying. And he's just spouting homespun wisdom and fatherly advice and everything. And so what do you have to do today, Gail, today of all days? So, and he was just saying they've been living on this farm for 10 years, kind of trapped. So you're like, what the hell? It's kind of like a Twilight Zone. So he's just going on and goes into the kitchen, and look at this freak show going on in the kitchen. That's Talkie Walkie, the robot sidekick to Colonel Weird, who's just phasing through the oven, and that's Barbalian. So you could kind of see they're like goofing out archetypes. Abraham Slam is kind of like I want to say he's like a mix between like Daredevil, Batman, and Superman. He's like a street level but patriotic, patriarchal good guy, from like street level, salt of the earth kind of guy, so he's everything all mixed up. Colonel Weird is the spacefaring cosmic powered superhero, and then he's all tripped out and freaky. Barbalian is the John Jones Martian Manhunter, and Walkie Talkie's I guess like the Vision or whatever sidekick. Golden Gale is a goof on like a Wonder Woman, but she's a little girl. And then Madame Dragonfly, you'll see her later. She's like the Doctor Strange character. So here she's just sitting on a roof. Just here's the splash page. Welcome to Black Hammer. And who is Black Hammer? Well, Black Hammer died. What happened was the super team was all the superheroes teamed up to fight Anti-God, and Anti-God was killed by Black Hammer, and then like as the Black Anti-God exploded or whatever, all these superheroes everybody involved in the fight except for Black Hammer, who was killed, found themselves transported to the farm, and here they just live in like a Norman Rockwell existence, and they're kind of trapped. They have like a 10-mile radius from the farm, and they just can't pass it. There's not a force field. They just physically can't go past it. They could see the world beyond, but they just can't go past it. So Golden Gal is brooding because they're trapped. He's trapped. And they're just going over. Now they're going to like introduce the character. So you find out that she's like a 60-year-old woman, But the more she uses her powers, the younger she gets. Kind of like Monster Girl if you've watched the Invincible show. But she's trapped as this like little girl, but she's a 65-year-old woman. She smokes and everything. She's wearing makeup, and it's funny because Abraham Slam is treating her like a little girl. So here's like visions of her the way it was, and here's him, Warlord of Mars, just fighting giant insects and all these space tropey things, and they're just sharing their misery, commiserating, I guess is the word. So, what would I do without you, Barbarian? You'd brood alone. And that's Talkie Walkie. He's always tinkering and working on magic scientific stuff. And there's Colonel Weird, just floating around, ignoring gravity, talking nonsense. And he goes, "What are you building, a mate?" He goes, "No, I'm working on a way to get us out of here." He goes, "Oh, a probe? Oh, yes, of course. You never give up. You're always such a good and loyal, diligent friend." And he's going, looking at the universe, fighting these horrible aliens and stuff. And he's just always panicky looking, always trippy, like his mind has seen too many things. And I must ever be vigilant, Talkie Walkie. The Parazone needs me. Inverted stars and hordes of nothing beasts can't let them out. So he's always hinting of horrors and dangers that normal people can't perceive. Yes, of course, Colonel Speed, Godzone. So he's always he's trapped between the Parazone, which is like the negative zone, if you read the Fantastic Four, the opposite universe that was separated by a thin line of energy. Otherwise, our two universes would be annihilated. Although the Parazone has different properties, as you see later on in the series, but that's the negative zone for Fantastic Four. So what are you doing? And I'm working on a way to escape. And here come these two. He's going to the town. He's got to go grocery shopping. And then out in the guest house, that's Madame Dragonfly. So he's going to town, talking to people, interacting with the cops. That's the waitress that he's sweet on. Nothing's ever happened because in the back of his mind, he's always like, "We're leaving, so why get involved?" But at the same time, he really enjoys it here. He's having a nice, normal life. He was thinking about retiring from the superhero world anyway, so this is a good place to retire. And he's kind of making it a home, where the rest of the team is, we got to get out of here. Especially like Colonel Weird. Well, Colonel Weird is weird. He's traveling back and forth, taking care of his own stuff. But Barbarian is like, I'm trapped here. Gale is like, I can't revert back to my normal form and have a normal life. And Madame Dragonfly, nobody knows what he's thinking. So this is Barbarian. He could shape change. So he's turning into this guy, and he's going to the church for guidance. He doesn't. So he's kind of finding spirituality and everything like that in his captivity. He's flirting with it. So some of them are making their the best of this uncomfortable situation, except for her. She doesn't want to be trapped as this little girl forever. We need to talk. And this guy's upset because the sheriff over here is her ex-husband. So here's a little love triangle over here. And he's like, "You better take care of this kid." He goes, "I found Slim shoplifting cigarettes from the shop and go. Is this true?" "Thank you, Sheriff. I'll deal with it. If you could handle her, she wouldn't be shoplifting cigarettes at 9, Slam. Then again, I should know to lower my expectations when it comes to your family." And he can't say anything. What's he going to do? He doesn't want to give up that their superhero's trapped. So she admonishes him, blah, 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 who cares? And this is Abraham Slam thinking, how easily could I just deck this guy? He has no clue what he's dealing with. And he just reins himself in. You should have beat his ass, Grandpa. And he's just pissed. They don't know how long they're going to be there. Why get in trouble with the law? Like, again, he's the good guy. He's the Captain America of the team. And this is Black Hammer's hammer. It's just out in the field, just immovable, kind of like Thor's hammer. Black Hammer died. The hammer is here, and every once in a while, Talkie Walkie does experiments on it. Madame Dragonfly contemplates on it. So they all feel that this is the key to everything, but they don't know what to do. And it's been 10 years, and they're getting frustrated. So here's here's Black Hammer, yes, in silhouette, fighting some monster from beyond time and space. It may not be the life we wanted, but it's the life we have, and at least we have it together. So he's trying to make the most of it. Here's a flashback to the city, Spiral City, where they lived. You know, that wonderful Art Deco retro future stuff that just works so well for comic books, and the global planet. You know, all the comic book tropes. They make no bones about it. So the original Abraham Slam, the original two-fisted crime fighter. So he has super strength. Golden Gale, America's superpowered sweetheart, and that is anti-God. They're just fighting the Barbarian, warlord from Mars, Colonel Weird, swashbuckling space hero, and my dad, Joseph Weber. So this is back on Earth. This isn't a flashback. This is present tense. This is Black Hammer's daughter, and my dad, Joseph Weber, Black Hammer, hero of the streets. There's no story I won't chase down, not when I believe it, and not when I tell you, dear readers, I believe more than anything that they are still alive. I believe that they're still out there. So this is Black Hammer's daughter. And I'm going to find them no matter what. Dun, dun, dun. And that's the cover to issue 2. So Black Hammer's daughter, she's a reporter, and she is going to investigate. So she is the key to all of this. Through her investigations, things get uncovered. She, you know, minor spoiler, she becomes the new Black Hammer. And oh, what a great picture. That's Barbarian talking to Golden Gale. Bounty. I don't know what that is. I haven't read. Oh, I just read something about Curtis Weeb and Mindy Lee. What did I talk about? Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts. Look at that. It's pretty cool looking art. Reminds me of the Panda Brothers from the Grendel that I just reviewed yesterday. Dark Horse building character. Dark Horse has the Aliens license. Look at that wonderful artwork. But anyway, I'm talking about Black Hammer. So I bought this not knowing anything about it, based on the name of Jeff Lemire, Canadian writer, just from Stray Bullets. I can't recommend Stray Bullets enough. And I got this, and I loved it. And I think it was supposed to be like a 6-issue miniseries, and then it just took off like a rocket. So now I think this went to 12 issues. They stopped it, and now they're doing series of miniseries, and all the other characters. I have the Barbarian, didn't read it. The Colonel Weird, didn't read it. The Dr. Star, oh my God, that was one of the best comics I've ever read. It was a 4-issue series of Dr. Star. He's not trapped on the farm, but he's one of the heroes in this world. Oh my God, is Dr. Star so good? Oh, just phenomenal. So, intrigue. Why are they trapped on the farm? Who trapped them on the farm? Can they escape? Do they want to escape? When they, all that kind of stuff. So here it is, basically rip-offs or homages or sharing the same tropes as the Justice League, trapped on a farm in some sort of like Twilight Zone world where everything's Norman Rockwell and perfect. Doesn't sound too exciting, but it is very exciting. And then you go back to the real world with Black Hammer's daughter investigating what's going on, and she's talking to villains that survived and other heroes like Dr. Star that might have clues and might have reasons why they have to remain trapped and stuff like that. So there you go. I don't want to spoil it other than that. It is superheroes. It's off off the beaten path. It's a mystery. It's kind of like film noir. It's everything that I want right now. It's so good. It's a character-driven story. So good. Every one of these characters is interesting. Every one of these characters has a story. And you're constantly guessing what's Abraham's motives, what's Madame Dragonfly's motives. I think the most transparent one is Golden Gale. She doesn't want to be trapped as this little girl. But what is everybody else's motivations? What do they want? What are they doing? It's so good. It keep you guessing. But that's Black Hammer. I know for sure you could get the collected editions, because a lot of people don't like the floppy comics, and I can totally understand that. And I could see some of you might be put off by Dean Ormston's art. It's more like an indie comic. Well, this is an indie comic. It's Dark Horse. Anything that's not Marvel and DC and Image, in my mind, is an independent comic. So it is an independent comic art quality, but it's aping superhero stuff, so it should be more. But it works. It just works. It's got like a noir-y mystery detective vibe to the art that just works so well, to the point where I can't imagine anybody else doing Black Hammer but this. It's highest recommendations. Thank you for your time. Get Black Hammer. I recommended it to one of the viewers and he already told me he loved it. So there you go. It's that good. Bye-bye.